You also launched a book earlier this year called Unveiling The Mask.
Yes.
Exciting. So what's the book about, and what was your inspiration for writing it?
So, Unveiling the Mask, it's all about my life. It's my story. Yes.
It's your story.
Yes, it is my story. I used to hit the stage and I never really told the true story of who Dr. White is. I went through a marriage that was full of domestic violence, verbal abuse, and drugs, you name it. I was involved in it. And I wasn't the user, but my ex-husband was the user. And when I say domestic violence, I'm talking about black eye, hot water, second and third degree burns.
Oh my.
And so in the midst of it all, I lost myself. I struggled with the finances. I almost lost the home, and I ended up losing my job. And I never told that story. So when I say unveil the mask, I felt it was time for me to share that with the masses.
I recently read an article that says the majority of Americans would struggle to scrounge up $1,000 in an emergency.
To come up with $1,000, you would think that's easy to do. But to a lot of Americans, to a lot of consumers, it's not. They have to wait until that next paycheck, as I say, not a paycheck, but a paycheck, because they're living paycheck to paycheck. So what usually happens is they're putting off something to take care of that emergency situation where they've already delayed at least 2 weeks. So I say to people, get yourself on track, get back on track, put a plan in place, but it starts with the mindset. I don't care what anyone says. Even my story, when we talk about welfare, it was about a mindset. I have to shift the way that I was thinking, shift the way that I felt about money, how I appreciate my money. And I think to those consumers, those individuals who don't have $1,000 saved for an emergency, it's about the mindset. And until they shift that mindset, they're always going to have that problem with not having $1,000 in the savings account. I say take baby steps. Besides the mind shift, take baby steps. Put away $10, put away $20, and then gradually work yourself up. But, we should have at least 3 months of savings.
Do you put a goal? Do you set a goal? Okay, you're saying put $10, $20 away, which can be hard sometimes,
Right.
So, do you advise someone to set a goal? My goal is to get that $1,000 in my account.
Start small.
Okay.
Because if we set a huge goal and we don't make it, then we're setting ourselves up for failure.
Then you get overwhelmed.
Right, and then we'll never reach. So maybe just say in the first 3 months, start 3 months. Let me say $30. The next 3 months, let me say $60. And if I can increase that, then I will. But start small, especially if you're struggling and you don't have $1,000. But on the other hand, if you're wasting money, then you need to look at
your budget,
where you have that excess. Where can you put it? Where can you put that excess?
Which could be your savings.
Which could be your savings, which could be your retirement, which could be saving for the kids' education. It could be a number of different things that we could be saving for instead of going out and splurging, but not really looking at the future. What's going to happen? We all have to retire someday, right? We all have to retire. And Social Security is not going to make it.
Walmart won't hire everybody.
No. I don't want to work at Walmart, but no, they're not going to hire everybody.